So hey y'all, how's it going? I'm here at one of the public schools or Catholic school in my neighborhood, chilling with my eldest. She's out here taking some shots for her business. So I'm like, let me bring my own tripod and I'll record a quick video. So yesterday was Canada Day. I've been having a 4-day weekend. I've been off since Friday and I'll be returning to work tomorrow, Tuesday. Um, I'm sure a lot of people at work think that I'm quiet quitting, but I'm not quiet quitting. I'm just, like I said, establishing boundaries between the department and the people I work with. Because after returning from Bali, I realized I was just doing too much. And, one of the supervisors approached me the other day, the one that got the role um, that I feel I should have got, said to me, came up to me and basically yeah, the shot came up to me and basically said she respects me and all that spiel. And I said, thank you for that. I'm sure it took a little bit of courage to come up and say the things she said to me, but I just let her know that, hey, I'm establishing boundaries between myself and the department I work in. I'm gonna be here doing my work, and everyone needs to be doing their work. So no more of me volunteering for projects, because I had a conversation with my assistant manager at a check-in right after I came back. They wanted to know how I felt after going on vacation. And I let them know. I said, listen, y'all offered me a shift you knew I couldn't do, right? I said it was insulting. It felt like a slap in the face. And I told them that I felt like, hard work doesn't pay off, because they know how hard I've worked in that department. Or maybe they don't. Maybe I'm saying they do, but maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. But I said, it looks to me like hard work doesn't pay off. And that, to me, there's no longer an incentive, because I'm not interested in the role, and I'm truly not. I will not be applying for that role as long as I'm in that company. And I don't think I'm at a loss either. When you know what the value bring to anyone, a company, a person's life, when you see that they don't appreciate it or they're not going to reward it, you have to pull back, right? And you have to create boundaries so that you don't get used and abused, you don't get taken advantage of. So that is exactly what's happening. So I know to them it looks like I'm disinterested, and it's not that I'm disinterested. I'm sticking to the confines of my own job description. So I'm not taking on any roles that I'm not supposed to. I'm not doing any extra work that I'm not supposed to. As soon as 3:30 comes, I'm up out of there. I'm not doing any overtime. It's not in me to do any overtime right now. I am broke as broke can be, okay? Bali cost like 6 racks, okay? 3 of which I had to pay before going on the trip, and then cost of food and all that. But then I have to pay for the ticket because I financed that part over the next 18 months. So in total it cost me 6 racks. I ain't got no money right now, hence why I've been in the house the entire long weekend. When I don't want to spend money, I stay in my house, in my bed, watching my bootleg movies. But yeah, I could use some overtime for some extra money, but I have to stick to my own convictions. However they want to describe how or why they offered me that position, I'm not buying it. And truth of the matter is, I feel that the decision to not give me or offer me, I should say, a preferential spot, making sure that I got an opening for a role before other people in the room, was based in a little bit of bias and the expectation that, you know, because I'm black, because I'm a single mother, because my kids are older, you know, I ain't got nothing better to do than to remain flexible so that everyone else in the room can be accommodated, right? Everyone else can come into the department and, you know, get a role and not necessarily have to do everything that the role needs, because I'm gonna be there filling in, I'm gonna be there picking up the slack, I'm gonna be there doing this. Well, like I said, boundaries are being created, and everyone is going to know that that old Felicia is no more.
Period.
That old Felicia is no more. I'm putting myself first. I was listening to a podcast today. Interestingly enough, I think it was Jim Rohn. There's a channel on YouTube called Deep Motivation. It just has a collective of motivational speakers, and they said, or he said, if it was him, if it wasn't, I stand corrected, that you should work on yourself harder than you work on your job. And that definitely will be resonating with me from here on out, because trust and believe, I was busting my ass on that job, neglecting my schooling. Little do they know that last year I did try to go to school. Okay, I paid for one course and I couldn't manage because of the stress of working, being in a room full of people that were not trained, and having to essentially pick up the slack on their behalf until they learn what they needed to learn in order to manage the room on their own. I had to drop out. I lost $400 because I dropped out too late. They don't know that. They don't know that. They don't know, right?
And
but
they
because
don't care.
I know they don't care. But this season, I decided I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna go to school and finish my courses, and whatever they don't give to me was not meant for me to begin with. I have no qualms about, you know, not getting the role, because they wanted to give me the shitty role. They wanted to give me the role at the end of the shift to play the cleanup woman, and I decided last year, ahead of them, you know, deciding whatever they want to decide, that I wasn't going to be breaking my back this year. I said it out loud. I said I'm not going to be running around doing all this stuff. I've been saying that, hence why I created you know, room improvements, production improvements, wrote a manual for the department for anybody new that came in, so they could look at, have something to look at and be like, okay, this is the better way to do this and this and that. I did all of that. It wasn't rewarded, and so I'm gonna spend the next 6 months rewarding myself, because I deserve better, and I know that. And I said to myself, you know what, going into my 40s, I was not going to be breaking my back and killing out myself for anybody other than myself and my 2 kids.